Welcome. See who comes on. If you're on, guys, just leave a comment. See, give it a minute. See who comes on, who's notified. See one person on. Hi, Sunflower Kisses. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, baby girl. There we go. I'm starting to see. Hey, Yin Yin. Hi, guys. It's been a minute. Hey, long time no see. I've been just busy with work, busy with personal things, but I'm here. Like my Labradorite, everybody has been. I've had this piece for a long time. Some blue flash Labradorite. Matches my glasses, kind of. Hi guys, I'm doing well. I'm so glad to be back. Yes, it's been forever, but a lot of stuff was going on. Just with work. Again, I've been having some sales, so it's a high volume of reading requests. So yeah, we're back. We're back and ready in action. Hey CM. Big Bear Lake. Hey, Candy. Hey, Marion. Hey, guys. So I'm going to be doing your May horoscopes. This is the month of May 2023, almost halfway through the year, almost at Halloween. I was at a drive-through a coffee shop today, and I saw a little skeleton and some little ghouls from Halloween from last year that people had at their cash register. I was like, oh my God, Halloween is just right around the corner. Before you know it, it'll be here in a minute, in a moment. Just, Also, I've been so busy with fairs. When I say work, like a lot of fairs. I've been doing fairs with where it's like I go traveling to surrounding cities, and there's a lot of vendors, and we have booths, and we just do readings. So been doing a lot of that traveling. So I'm here back with you guys, and so I'm going to be doing the horoscopes for May for all my signs. So let's get into it and see what's going on for May. I'm kind of excited. Also, since it is my birthday month, I will be running a sale. I'm not sure when exactly, but it may be month long. It might be just a sale that I run for a week. So just stay tuned to that. Also, I'm going to be creating a wish list for Amazon. Yes, the little things that I like, on there. You're more than welcome to send me a gift, but you're not obligated to. I only do that because a lot of my rays of light want to do something like that for me, which y'all are very sweet, but don't feel obligated. And I also have a Nordstrom's wish list too. So, yes, I'm going to be 41. I know it's hard to believe. Although some of my haters are probably looking and saying, you look like you're 50, but I know I look good for my age, honey. I mean, does this look like I'm 41? I don't think I look like I'm 41 or going to be 41 next month or this month on the 26th. Still feel like I'm in my 20s, maybe 25, 26. All right, guys, so just give it a moment here. Let some more people come on. We're going to get started. I'm going to start off this time with my fire signs. So we're going to do it in that order because I've had some people are like, for the longest, you always start with the air signs. You never start with the other signs. So I'm going to do my fire signs. I'm going to make a list because otherwise, if I don't do my fire signs, I'm going to do fire, and then I'm going to do water, and I'm going to do earth, and then air's last. Okay, so I'm going to do it in that order. So, yes, May 26th is my birthday, guys. Keep that in mind. All right, enough of that. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with my fire sign. So, if you are Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius for the month of May, let's see what's coming up for you guys. Again, if you're an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. All right, the first thing that I get from my fire signs is the Empress card. So, what that makes me feel is like there's a lot of like you trying to nurture, or possibly like birth a new version of yourself, nurture people. It's a very maternal card. When we look at it, it has many different interpretations. It could also be that this is the month where a lot of you get pregnant. if you can still have children. It's a possibility. It doesn't mean that you're going to. Again, there's just so many interpretations. But typically this represents mother, which makes sense. Mother's Day is around right around the corner. Have y'all gotten gifts for your mothers? If not, this is the time to get gifts for your mothers, right? So we also have the Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, this is kind of like telling me that some of you may have some tense energy around you this month. With the Mercury being in retrograde still, I know. A lot of you might be feeling as fire signs the intensity, the emotions, not sleeping well at night, just feeling a little restless in yourself. So if you are, going through this, this is the reason why. The Nine of Cups though tells me you're very ambitious. You would like, wealth in the future. You would like to have financial security. And I feel like Spirit is saying that you can have that. It's going to require work, but you can get that. It is there for you because I feel like you're a person that doesn't give up on your dreams. The High Priestess is telling me that, a lot of you out there are very intuitive. And I feel like that you have gifts yourself, especially if you're a fire sign in this month in particular, you might be using those gifts, or you might be noticing that your dreams are more intensified. They're more lucid. You're remembering things. You're kind of picking up on energies and things are coming to reality. Maybe you make a prediction yourself and it comes out to be accurate. You knew the outcome already. So that's kind of like the energy that we're seeing around the month of May for my fire signs. Then we also have the Three of Pentacles. So this tells me again in work, in matters of work, career, a lot of you are leaders. You kind of take the lead. You kind of like, put out the fires. You want to work with other people. Maybe you're good at working by yourself or you're good working as a team, but it doesn't matter. It feels like a lot of you are putting in the hard work and it's going to pay off before the month is over of May. It looks like there's some celebrations coming up, good news on the way. So it's a very, very good energy. It's a good thing to be a fire sign. If you're a fire sign, again, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius for the month of May, girlfriend, boyfriend, this is good. Okay. And then we have the Lover's card. Ooh la la. This kind of tells me that love is in the air. If you're in a relationship right now, this is kind of saying for you to look deeper into the relationship. What is it that needs to be fixed? What is it that needs to be looked at a little bit more and maybe like fix that situation? If there's nothing to fix, then fine. But if you are not in a relationship, you're not, married or anything like that, then this is saying that there's potential for love to come into your life. A lot of people are like, well, I've been single for all my life, blah, blah, blah. But, you can always, we're the co creators of our own future. So, our own destiny. So, you can change that by manifesting, putting a best foot forward, etc. So, it's all up to you. And then finally, the things that you're doing now with the um, Seven of Pentacles is like the work that you're putting now, the plants that you're planting the seeds that you're planting, you're going to reap those eventually. So don't give up. Hard work does pay off in the future. You may not be able to see it now, but you will see it soon. Okay, so that was the horoscope for the month of May for my fire signs. I kind of feel like that actually went very, very well. It's very promising. It's nothing negative. I think it's going to be a month where there's going to be some mixed feelings in the beginning of the month, mixed emotions, but nothing that you can't pull through. Okay, so let's get into my water sign. So now, if you are a water sign, you're my Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So where are my Cancers and Scorpios, Pisces at? Hello. Purple love is love in the air for Scorpio. Well, we're gonna see, girl, because we're getting to your horoscope now, the water signs. So again, if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Yes, and I'm a Gemini with a double Cancer, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. I said that the other day to someone at the fair, and they were like they were so taken aback by it. Like I'm so super emotional, but I'm like at the same time, that's kind of a good thing because we feel very deeply, and to feel is to live and to be human, Hi, Margaret. All right, so let's get into the my water signs again for the month of May. All right, here we go. So the Six of Swords comes up. This is indicating a lot of change is coming up for you guys. Movement, moving either to a location, moving away from situationships, moving in a new direction. But there is a move very promising for you guys starting the month. It's like the old no longer works for you. You need new energy, new people, new environments, new stuff. You might feel a little like bogged down by the same monotonous routines and stuff that's no longer serving you. The King of Pentacles tells me how ambitious you might be. This is like a masculine energy, but it's also it shows your ambitious side. Very focused on work right now and how to get ahead. I feel like you're not about to budge. Um, if this is not you, this could be a partner that's very like a masculine energy who is a hard worker. If you're a woman, it could be just that you embody the divine masculine energy. And then we have the King of Cups. So this kind of tells me again, there's a fine balance between your work life and your personal life. And I feel like for my water signs, you're able to find that balance this month in particular, and you're able to give back to others and do it in a great manner. You're able to work and then also have fun. But at the same time, you got to be careful because I feel like there's a lot of fear around your finances. If you are a water sign, you might be going through checking account, bank account really quick, buying things for everybody, trying to do things, before you know it, you're without any money in there. So you got to be very careful. This is not as ominous as it seems, but it just is an indication like, hey, we need to be careful. We are spending a little bit too much. So staying on top of your bank account balance, et cetera, your expenses and how much you're spending versus how much you have coming in. Um, a lot of you are going to be stepping in if you're a water sign for the month of May into your creativity. With the Knight of Wands, I kind of feel like a lot of you are like moving forward. There's a lot of traveling and a lot of movement. So you might be going out of town. You might be traveling somewhere. You might also be more inclined to do some things that are more artistic in nature that express yourself. Like some of you might be going through some big transformations this month, like changing your hair color, losing some weight finally. If you've been struggling with that, now you may have it more in control or having a regimen, to go and work out, etc. That's me. I'm preaching to the choir, and I'm not even a water sign. Well, I actually am with if I consider my rising and moon sign Cancer. Yeah, I put on a little bit of pounds, so Ray Ray's got to like get on a low carb diet again. It's so hard. It's really hard because I love carbs. Everybody loves carbs, but sugar's even worse. So, the moon card here is telling me again that for a lot of you, pay attention to the lunar cycles. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but you're going to be more affected if you are a water sign this month by the lunar cycle, specifically the new moon, the full moon in itself, and the new moon. So those two moons, you're going to be affected a lot more greatly. I feel like there's some things that maybe like some fears that are going to be manifesting or some anxiety that can come up all of a sudden. You're like, why am I being stricken with all this anxiety? What's causing it? And what's causing it is the energy this month. Again, we have Mercury retrograde, even though it ends mid-month or whenever it ends, there is still like a shadow period for 2 weeks. So again, you're dealing with some chaotic energy, but it tells me by the end of the month with the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of focus on family, making sure that everything is paid, the bills are paid, everybody's happy. And it's almost like everybody comes together in some capacity, in your family to make sure that everyone is okay. It's a lot of like planning for the summer too. A lot of y'all are getting ready to go on vacations in June, July, once school's out, if you have kids, etc. So a lot of you water signs are practicing on saving and doing something big this summer for your kids. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're just doing the horoscopes for May. If you're tuning in, I just finished the water signs, so now we're going to get into my earth signs. If you also are tuning in, you'll know that I did this I totally shifted the way I do my horoscopes. I was doing my air signs first because I'm a Gemini. I was just doing it. So now I'm changing it up. So we're changing up. We started with our fire signs, our water signs, our earth signs, and then finally air signs. So today we're going to start my earth signs next. Okay. All right, so here we go. So with the Earth sign for the month of May, we have the Ace of Swords. So this tells me you're no nonsense. If you are again a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, this is your horoscope for this month of May. Come in very strong, very like fierce. You're cutting through things. You're getting things done. It feels like it's almost like I feel like a lot of you Earth signs have accomplished a lot during the month of um, April, and you come into May like with a sense of accomplishment or victory or like tying up loose ends, but it feels good. I also feel like this is going to be a slower month for you guys. You're not going to be so motivated to go out, do a lot. You're gonna kind of bask more in your home life, like being homebound, feeling a little bit more like staying in your sanctuary, more introverted, I guess is what I would like to say. I feel also with the Hierophant, this is the way that I see your spirituality is like you're very spiritual, very centered. You're very like on a journey or sabbatical in many ways. In the month of May, you're trying to find the deeper meaning of life, questioning everything. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you're not putting in the hard work. I see you putting in the hard work, the long hours. This could be overtime, working 2 to 3 jobs to save money. But you have some new beginnings coming up with the Ace of Wands, girl. So wherever you are listening to me, you're listening to your Earth sign horoscopes. I definitely feel like you're going to be getting, into a new direction where there's a lot of newness. This could be like starting a new job, a new repair, maybe buying something new. The Queen of Cups is you, is your nature. You're very giving, very maternal, but very also emotional. So this is a month like for a lot of feminine energy or the divine feminine to feel a lot more in their feelings, to be more like moody at times. You might be feeling a little like you might find that your monthly cycles hit you harder this month. It's like there's a shift that's going on in the air as we are approaching the mid-year. Also with the Mercury retrograde, I just feel like a lot of my female peeps, my rays of lights out there are going to be more affected than anything, than the male energies. I also feel you got to be careful this month. There's a snake um in in and around you guys. This could be someone that's very deceptive, someone that you need to be careful with. Be on the lookout. Not everybody is your friend. Remember that message. It's not to scare you, but it's just to tell you that there is someone in the midst. I also feel like, again, like I said, with the Two of Wands, there's some planning, there's some traveling going on. Maybe not now, but in the future, you're planning things. You are being very meticulous, and you're like having like a vision, or creating a vision board for some of you. I also feel like, again, by the end of the month, you're going to be able to spend a little bit of money on yourself, maybe get your nails did. I got my nails did, kind of have like a kind of color, like it looks like pinkish, but it's almost like I try to go for a flesh color. But anyways, that's what I kind of feel for my earth signs. So lastly, we're gonna get into my air signs. What? So my air signs, if you made it this far, if you made it this far, we're going into my earth signs. All right. So let's see. Is everybody okay? Is everybody breathing? Is everybody awake? Did I put anybody to sleep? Hi, Irene. Will I be back in California soon? Anything is possible. I never try to plan a lot and ahead because, things can happen very much on a whim, but I'm going to say it's not out of the picture. It's not out of the picture. And I love California. So, yeah, we never know. That could be. Right now, I don't have any plans, but that doesn't mean I would kind of believe that my best friend told me, it's like things are better when you don't plan them. And sometimes I kind of believe that is true. When you just allow things to go and go with the flow with destiny, things just happen more seamlessly or more easily, than trying to plan things. Sometimes the destiny of the universe is like, no, bitch, this is not going to happen. This is not going to be the way you wanted it. So, all right, let's get into my horoscopes for my air signs. So if you're a Cancer, I'm sorry, let's let's take it back. If you are a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, this is going to be your horoscope. Again, if you're an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this is going to be for you. All right, so let's get into that. All right, so the first thing that I see for, oh my God, for this is giving me hope, is love, the Lover's card. We start off with this card. Again, the way I interpret that is that if you are in a relationship right now with someone, and you're either married, dating with someone, you're being asked to take a look into that relationship and find things that maybe are not so well and try to fix them, if they need to be fixed, or putting more time, more care, more attention into the relationship. Okay. If you are single, if you're single, then this is a potential opening for you, whether you want to call it like a portal, whatever. There's a period of this year, of this month of May, where you could be potentially open to finding new love. Are you going out? Are you on, websites or apps and stuff for dating? If you're not making any changes, then of course you can't expect this horoscope to ring true, and it's not going to resonate for every single person. But, I also feel like with the 3 of Wands, it's kinda like you feel like a lot of good energy right now coming in. It feels like, this is a time now where you're, like, looking forward to the future. You might be planning things, you might be, ready to do bigger things, and it's like I noticed one thing that with my, air signs as I'm reading this, so far I've gotten 2 cards out, look. Let me show you these cards, and they're both in yellow backgrounds, so it's a lot of happiness, a lot of light coming in. It's almost like I feel like Spirit is saying that for my air signs, if you've experienced like a bad 2022 or like a lot of depressive or themes or setbacks in 2022 coming into 2023, I feel like energy is shifting now, and so things are shifting more into a more positive outcome for you in the near future. The strength card comes out, so remember, like, even though the things might not be super perfect, things may be going well. There's always going to be something that could be like an obstacle, like something that comes out of left field. So whatever that is this month, just remember that you're very strong. You need to just remember that your strength and standing your power, and then you can overcome it. I also feel like a lot of you are going to want to spend money this month of May, and it's like you'll be okay. Remember, some of you may have fears like, "Oh, if I buy this, then my bank account's going to go down," and I hate to like dip into my savings or whatever. But remember, in order to show the universe that you really are ready for the next level, you're ready to level up, sometimes you have to spend. To make money, you have to spend money. If and it's the same rings true. If you want things, you can't live in fear. That mindset of scarcity creates scarcity. When you are with a mindset of scarcity, you attract that into your life. So you have to kind of remain positive and remember that. The Emperor card reminds me of like I just feel like there's a lot of going on with the father figure or father energy. So if your father's crossed over or passed, you might be thinking of that person. They may be trying to communicate with you. If you still have your father here, you're not on speaking terms, this might be a month, to reach out or try to be the bigger person. And if that's not the case, then, maybe it's just if you have a good relationship, this is a time just to get closer with your dad and check on them and see how they're doing. But I feel like there's a very masculine energy, authoritative energy, that is kind of like aware of your life and where you're going, um, and maybe want to be included. At the same time, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a negative male energy in your life. The month of May, for my air signs, there's the King of Swords. This is typically like someone that has a degree, post education. They come in very, very strong, authoritative again, too, very stubborn, very analytical. They always dissect one at the last word. It's almost borderline narcissistic. It's giving me narcissism. So I feel like some of you might be dealing with a narcissist around you if you are an air sign. So if you're a Cancer, I'm sorry, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, you might be dealing with a narcissist in the month of May. I'm just telling you. But how you handle that, I think, is all dependent on yourself. Remember, narcissists need a reaction. They need anger to fuel their fire. So because we are air signs and because they might be a narcissist, they're looking at your intellectualism, because we are all intellectuals, air signs. We're able to communicate very effectively, to articulate things. We are very on the next level of things. So again, just kind of give back your power. Saying less is more, doing less is more, and kind of like starve them of the attention that they're seeking. And that's what I would say if you're dealing with a narcissist in the month of May for my air signs. But I also get the Two of Cups. So a lot of you that are single, there is hope to start a friendship. There's like maybe like this can develop into something more serious down the road, but only time will tell. I also feel the Ace of Cups. This is about finding contentment. This is about like how you see things. Some of us are married to our jobs in a certain aspect. Are you happy with your job? If not, you're being asked to look at it from that angle, or from that lens. If you're in a relationship, are you married right now? Is that something that you aspire towards? What are you doing right now to get to that next step to eventually be married? Are you weaving in and out of relationships. So again, a lot of introspection, a lot of reflection for my air signs for the month of May, but nothing bad. All right, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed this. This is again recorded, and. Yeah, stay tuned to some of the video content, the readings that I have coming out soon. And it was great to be back on here. And I may come back and do another like live just to read people. So don't worry. All right, guys, I love you so much. Until next time, mwah.